All right, my dear Aquarius, welcome to Lucy the Antigua Tarot. My name is Lucy, and I am here to do your reading of the Tarot for the month of February 2017. So let's get started. I'm going to just do one more little mix here for Aquarius for the month of February. For this new year of 2017, what important messages will we be receiving from our tarot guides? So what I would like to do first is let's look at the numerology of the cards, the numbers attached to these cards, because there's a lot of meaning in the numbers also, and I just thought it would be interesting to do that before we look at the meaning of the cards themselves. At your center you have the number 5, and 5 is the number of manifestation. It is the number of the 5 elements. And the 5 elements are earth, air, water, fire, and ether. Within these 5 elements are all of the components necessary for creative manifestation. So the story goes, 5 is a very free, spirited, creative number. The spiritual essence of the number 5 aligns to freedom, to feel the freedom to pursue that which fills your heart, you know, with purpose and joy. It also represents that faith in action, and also having a mindful connection to the synergy, the multiple forces at play in nature that come together and that create meaning in life. And that's what that number 5 means. And then in the 3 of Cups, you have the number 3. And the number 3 is the first number of motion and movement. It is that flow of energies. That it's like the waves, the movement of the waves and the way they flow, those energies. The 3 also, which is a moving energy, it kind of has like this magical essence about it, because it reveals itself to us in a form of balance and equality. It's a very connected number in the way we identify with life. We can see the 3 as mind, body, and spirit or soul. There's the 3 as in the Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost. There's the 3 as in the past, the present, and the future. There's the 3 as in the 3 wise kings. There's the 3 as the 3 ships that Columbus used to sail the ocean blue, La Niña, La Pinta, y La Santa Maria, and just the list goes on. The 3, then the 3 also the number of balance, whereby you can have a stool that has 3 legs and you will be able to sit on it without falling. It creates that balance and that support. So it's kind of like a magical number. Positive thoughts activated and that come back to the self. Positive energies and opportunities. And it makes sense because you have the 3 of Cups. And then you have the number 7. That comes with another major arcana, which is the Chariot. The number 7, this number opens you up to the realm of of the divine, of the sacred, the spiritual. And it includes the power of the chakras. They're that enlightening power that they have, that spectrum of the colors of the rainbow those frequencies that you find in that. And it is also the realm or the world of the intuitive feeling. So this number is charged with spiritual energies of good luck and serendipity. And that simply means the fact of finding interesting or valuable things by pure chance. That's what serendipity means. When you're aligned to the number 7, your intuitive feelings are stronger, and they will guide you to the choice that is best for you at this time. For this reason, it is a good idea to take the advantage of this strong energy with the number 7 to invite synchronicities to show up on your behalf. This number will always guide you to the divine vibration that creates the best of ourselves. Okay, so those are the numbers that you have, Aquarius, which is really, really nice. Now let's go into the reading of the cards. The Hierophant is all about education, belief systems, conformity, and group identification. And it is at your center. So it is talking about pursuing knowledge and becoming informed and increasing our understanding and seeking deeper meaning. It's also about sharing a cultural heritage and learning about religious traditions, honoring ritual and ceremonies, and identifying a worldview in ourselves. It's also about following the rules and staying within the conventional boundaries. It's also about adapting to a system and fitting in and going along with the programs, as they say, doing what's expected, that kind of thing, being part of the establishment, you know. And it's finally really talks about being committed to a cause, devoting energy to a cause or a group, or joining an organization, or working as part of a part of a team, and feeling that loyalty towards the team and the cause and the people you're working with, and also working within an institutionalized setting. The thing is that we all grow and develop within a culture. We learn by living with others. The Hierophant represents such official learning, especially in groups. This Hierophant is someone who interprets secret knowledge. So in this card we see a religious figure. As I said earlier, it often represents the Pope. So the Pope is a religious figure in a formal church setting. And he is wearing these elaborate vestments, clothing that is worn by people who hold his office, or men who hold this office. And his task is to bring the two initiates, the two people that we see here at the bottom. There's initiates. His task is to bring these people into the church so that they can take up their appointed roles. Besides churches, there are schools, clubs, teams, companies, and societies, right? The Hierophant represents all of these established settings, because his realm is structured around these groups with rules and assigned jobs and roles. And these are, they pretty much, these environments emphasize belief systems like facts and rules, procedures, and ritual. And members are generally rewarded for following these conventional rules. They develop a group identity, and the Hierophant is one of the 3 cards that focuses on the group. The 3 of Cups and the 3 of Pentacles are the others, and you have the 3 of Cups. Imagine that, Aquarius. So the Hierophant often represents learning with experts or knowledgeable teachers. The card also stands for institutions and their values. And the Hierophant is a symbol of the need to conform to rules or fix situations, my dear Aquarius. His appearance here may be showing that you are struggling with a force that is not innovative, free-spirited, or individual. And it basically, you know, groups can be either enriching or stifling depending on the circumstances. And sometimes we need to follow a program or embrace a tradition, and other times we need to trust ourselves. So, and it is at your center. And interesting thing is that it goes in hand with the 3 of Cups. So let's look at the 3 of Cups. And the 3 of Cups talks about exuberance, friendship, and community. And you know, it's an energy that's bursting. It's being in the flow of things, and it's about celebrating, and it's about overflowing with high spirits and feeling on top of the world, and dancing and singing and putting yourself out there, Aquarius. It's about enjoying friendships, getting together with people you like, and experiencing camaraderie, extending and receiving hospitality. And it's about sharing and finding companions and companionship, and trusting others and relying on others for help. And it's this card is also about strong community connections, taking part in support groups, developing that team spirit, and working together. It's getting together with others, uniting, forming a group bond, and helping each other out, and discovering a common goal. And it's also about being neighborly. And there are 3 cards in the tarot that focus on the group energy, each from a different point of view. For the Hierophant, it's the formal approach which you have at your center. For the 3 of Pentacles, which you didn't get, it's about teamwork. And for the 3 of Cups, it's about emotions, because you have those 3 cups. And what does it feel like to join with others? That's, you know, how do you feel when you join with others? What is friendship and community for you? What does that mean? These are the questions that are answered by this card. We can see these 3 women dancing together in a circle, and their arms are reaching out to each other to connect their feelings, their cups. In many situations, in many settings, women create and nurture the social glue that bonds people together, and these dancing women are a symbol of coming together in love. And obviously these feelings do not relate just to women alone, right? It could be 3 men. This 3 of Cups at this point in time in this reading, it might be identifying a friend or a feeling associated with friendship, and it can represent community or the network of support created when we interact with others. You might be feeling a bond with a group, or it's advising you to do that. When you see this cup, you want to examine your attachments to the groups in your life from an emotional point of view. So you want to consider reaching out to give or receive help. This card stands for all forms of support, including formal aid such as counseling and other social services, okay? Aquarius, so the women in this card, these 3 women, also are expressing joy and high spirits. Such feelings are are not limited to groups, obviously, but can be especially strong within the group, within a group, because you have spontaneous celebrations that come up, you know, when people are feeling connected and loved and secure. So the Three of Cups can stand for a mood or experience that makes you feel like dancing and singing. And so you have this Hierophant in the center, which is all about the formal approach to the group. How do you relate to formal groups, to established groups? Or maybe that's where you're at right now. You are in an established formal group. But then with this Three of Cups, it's talking about how you feel. How do you feel in this group? What does that feel like? And how are you defining friendship and community? And are you know, it's like, look at the bonds that you're creating with people around you if you're in a group, or maybe you want to consider being in a group, because of the camaraderie and love that can come with that. You know, and also take a look at your attachments to the people around you right now, from that emotional point of view. And, you know, consider reaching out to give and receive help. You know, it's telling you to go for it. Lovely. And then this is for the month of February, and it is a general reading, but that's what it's telling you guys, Aquarius. And then you have the Chariot. And the Chariot is all about victory, will, self-assertion, and heart control. What does that mean, right? You know, because it's talking about reaching your goals, and it's talking about being successful and winning and dominating situations and people and coming out on top. And it's like beating the competition, basically. And when you use your will, you're being determined, and you're determined to succeed. You know, you just like have that will, that determination. You're focusing your intent, and you're rising above temptation and letting nothing distract you. Sustaining that effort, you know, and concentrating your energies on that fixed goal. And, you know, you have to be assertive. You have to be ego-focused. You have to establish that identity, really put a strong foundation on it, knowing who you are and feeling self-confident, and having faith in yourself and looking out for your own interests. Very important. And also, you know, that hard control of mastering your emotions and curbing impulses and maintaining discipline. Holding in feelings of anger and getting your way and assuming the reins of power, showing authority. That's what this card is talking about. And this is, you know, you can imagine that this is Julius Caesar riding his chariot triumphantly into Rome, you know, and he has defeated his enemies and conquered vast new lands. This is the spirit of the Chariot. Card 7 represents victories that are possible through willpower and self-mastery. And this military image is very appropriate for the Chariot because this card stands for the strengths associated with combat, you know, discipline, grit, determination, and assertiveness. So that's why it's pretty good to get this card. This card represents the positive aspects of the ego. It's about a healthy ego, one that is strong and self-assured. This ego knows what it wants and how to get it. It's just like staying focused and firm and balanced and moving forward, you know. You know, it can be annoying to be around somebody who has a really strong, healthy ego, but we end up turning to these people to lead us through difficult moments, because we know that they won't be wishy-washy, as they say. A really great card to be in your reading in the third position. This card is going to appear when you know, hard control is or could be in evidence. At its best, hard control doesn't mean it's brutal. It just means that it's firm and direct and focused. It is backed up by a strong will and great confidence. Okay? It can mean this. It can also mean self-control or control of the environment, and this card also represents victory. There are many kinds of wins. The Chariots is the win-lose type. Your success comes from beating the competition to become number one, and such moments are glorious in the right circumstances. So my dear Aquarius, for the month of February, it's promising you success in your group settings, in celebrating with friends, forming that kinship with groups that are established, that are part of the social norm of your community, perhaps, and because it's going to give you great joy, and it might give you some of these characteristics of this Chariot: confidence, assertiveness, a belief in yourself, the desire to actually achieve and to have that discipline that's required. It's a wonderful card. Okay, my dear Aquarius friends. Okay, guys, this is your reading, Aquarius, for the month of February 2017. Thanks for joining. Thanks for visiting. And it is a general reading. I hope you liked it. And take good care. Have a great month, and I will see you in March. Bye-bye.